Leonard Fournette gets cut and the internet goes bananas. Buy Rachaad White. Sell Rachaad White. You got to trade him. You got to get him. You got to do this. You got to do that. And a lot of malpractice is going on. And you know what I'm going to say, and I say this every time, if you've been following the channel, is when a player changes value, you kick the tires. No matter what. If you're interested, you kick the tires. If you don't care, then you don't. But that's just common sense, right? So no player's an exact sell, no player's an exact buy in Dynasty Fantasy Football because things are fluid. Each league is different. Some leagues people don't trade. Some leagues people trade a lot. That's just how it is. That's just real life. And really depends on how he's being valued. We don't know really the value is exactly from the market because the market has to dish this out. Looking at DLF rankings right now, he's valued around the 80th player off the board, around the RB 26 or so. So he is quite cheap right now still, but he might be valued more than that in actual leagues with the actual market. It might trend up going on. It might be higher right now, especially with the news. Scrolling Twitter, I saw him traded for Jalen Waddle straight up. And with deals like this that happen, this happens because it's reactionary. And you just have to kick the tires instantly when it happens. See if you can get away with it. A lot of you guys are going to say, no, that's impossible. But the thing about it, if 1,000 people watch this video, maybe one person that happens to. And every person has a story where they got this amazing transaction happen to them. And that could be it for you. Who knows? That's not the likelihood. That is the exception to the scenario. But what if you get him for a top 50 player? You just trade him away for a top 50 player, top 30 player, top 20 player. Or you use him as a package up piece for something you want. Or you buy him because some people who have an asset on their team, when they increase in value, look at this as an opportunity to sell because when this player increases in price, they can just unload them and they don't really look for the value. They look for this as a good opportunity and maybe you catch them at a little bit of a discount. Who knows? But there's a lot of variables here. I'm seeing people out here saying he must be sold. I'm seeing people out here saying he must be bought. And it's either way here. Right now, it's either way. I'm seeing it on both streets here. Kick the tires, see what happens. I would like a mid-first round range, this rookie pick. Late first is a little risky, but again, late first is good quality. It's better quality than what we were getting in the late first last year, especially at the running back position. At wide receiver, it's getting a little sketchy, but you might be getting Zay Flowers in that area. You might be getting a good running back early second round. Mid-first seems right. What I want to do, because I want to capitalize on this. I don't want to just sell to sell. I want to capitalize if I'm going to get rid of them. One thing I would do is look for players who are valued in the top 20, top 30, the ones that you want, and then go after them. You could use him and another pick, him and a jabroni running back, an older running back on your roster, him and a mid-tier receiver you got on your roster that you're not into. Something there, be creative, and maybe you can package up and get a player you want. Maybe you can use him in your second to package up higher in the first round. Maybe you can use him in your first to move up higher in the first round to get that Jahmyr Gibbs, to get a better prospect, to get in a better range. Jahmyr Gibbs is definitely higher in value right now than Rachaad White. Kills him in value. Zach Charbonnet, it's probably going to kill him in value. This free agent running back class is stacked. This running back draft class is stacked. Tampa Bay is not going to roll out just Rachaad White and some jabroni running backs. They have the opportunity to pick up another one, either through free agency and in the draft, whether it's mid-round, late round. Late round picks are going to garner some talent there as well, and there's going to be some competition. You cannot just chuck in Fournette's workload with Rachaad White. That's one thing you got to think of. You got to also think Tom Brady's gone. It's going to be a slower paced offense, maybe less targets to the running backs. That might slow down a bit. Brady threw 19% of his targets to the running backs last year. That could gear down. Maybe they get Derek Carr and things improve. Maybe they don't. We're going to have to see how this plays out. He's also 24 years old. Another year or two, he's a 26-year-old running back. Nobody's going to want that. His value is shooting up right now. Maybe you can capitalize on that. Again, maybe you can buy him on a cheap. Maybe you can get him at a discount. Maybe people are hearing what I say or they're already thinking about what I'm just saying and they just want to get out. And they're looking to sell and you can catch them for a late first. You can catch them in an early second. You can catch them for a player you don't want on your roster anymore. Maybe that wide receiver you think's dank, who's holding good value, and you can transition, get yourself a running back for this year, maybe next year. You can catch that as well. It goes on both sides of the street here. Kick the tires, see what comes back at you. But it's not one for one. It's not 100% transitory to just straight out selling him, straight out buying him. But that's my thoughts on Rachaad White. I think there's malpractice when it comes to analysis on this type of deal. It's the same thing. You just follow the process, kick the tire, see what comes back at you, then make your decision. And if you're not interested, just don't do it and just keep it rolling. But let me know in the comments below what you're doing with Rachaad White. Make sure you smash that subscribe button because I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to build your Dynasty teams up and help you out going forward. I want to thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.